Hello and welcome back. Today you're in for a surprise. Say hello to my aged urine. Now, depending on who you are, what you've had exposure to, maybe how weird your parents are, how deep into an internet rabbit hole you've gone, you may or may not have heard about the benefits of urine. Now, there's a lot of benefits of urine that span so many cultures. I'm not going to get into most of them. However, the benefits of aging your urine for your plants just make so much sense. Let me explain. So this here is what I like to call a high definition piss jug, and if you know Trailer Park Boys, you'd understand the reference. This is my urine. I've been peeing in this jug every day, and once it filled up, I stashed it away. It's been 3 months now, and it's been aging. And there's different ways to age it. Some people will age it with the lid off. I usually age it with the lid off at first and then I cap it. Oh boy, that's good. Quite the smell. Woo! Do not go in there. So, once you get over the stigma of urine as a thing, once you get over the idea that people think of urine as gross, as a waste product, the relationship with urine changes. For me, it's changed drastically. And speaking specifically to plants, urine has a tremendous amount of nitrogen. It also has phosphorus. It also has potassium. And guess what? Those are often the three common things, especially nitrogen, that are used for fertilizing plants. So if your body is making this incredible product and we're calling it wasted and we're flushing it down the toilet, never to be seen again, which uses a ton of energy and wastes a lot of water, why not store it in a bottle, age it, and then fertilize your plants with it? Yes, the smell is strong. What's interesting about ammonia is at high levels can be very dangerous, but in urine and ammonia in general, it can also be used as a cleaner, as disinfectant, and things like that. So first off, urine comes out sterile out of your body, so it's generally considered safe, but aging it makes it even more safe, and the ammonia buildup kills anything else that would potentially be, harmful and what's not in there. But also the aging process turns it into more of a slow release nitrogen. So if you use it fresh, you can. I would never say, people talk about peeing on plants and how it's harmful to plants. It's true. At a very high concentrated dosage of fresh urine, it's funny to say that, it can be harmful to plants. So if you're just peeing out in the wilderness, be careful about just peeing directly onto plants. If you pee near them, maybe some of the nitrogen and also all the minerals and things might, slowly get into the soil. But if you're just peeing on plants, yes, you can kill the plants. So when you age your urine, it just gets better and better and better, and everything gets really concentrated. And yes, the ammonia smell is strong, so when you're aging, you might want to be a bit careful. It's fine outside, the smell goes away, but if you're, watering indoor plants, you might have a smell for a little bit. But otherwise, it's an amazing fertilizer that your body creates itself. So think about that. Again, you're saving the planet more. If that's something you're inspired by, you're trying to reuse, recycle, what better thing to reuse and recycle than your own urine? Now, a couple things to know about it. You want to dilute it. So different resources, 10 to 1 seems to be kind of the good place to start. Some people do 1 to 1, some people 3 to 1 seems pretty good. But starting with 10 to 1, especially with plants that are more established. You don't want to use this on seedlings. It can just be too much and can actually potentially burn them. I've been using it, and I don't know if you can see some of this stuff. I don't just water with urine, but it's slowly becoming more and more of the thing that I like to turn to, because again, I collect it, and if you go to the store, the amount of money people spend at the store on these liquid fertilizers that are very isolated, this thing has so much in it. Especially, I will say this, there's a couple things to consider, but especially, put this down here, when it comes to urine, I would be more careful if you're taking prescriptions and if you're sick and things like that. But if you're generally a healthy person, you eat well and you take care of yourself, even though we think of urine as a waste product, the way that I've seen it is that actually it's like your body creating this incredible medicine, this incredible fertilizer, this incredibly potent thing that can be used for different stuff. And one of the best applications is for your plants. So the fact that your body makes, if you eat well and take care of yourself, your body makes this incredible fertilizer, just comes right out of it. I mean, it's a win-win situation for all. So again, yes, some people are freaked out by urine. Some people are. Let me just check this. Make sure we're in. Yep, we're in a good spot. Some people are grossed out by it, and once you get over that, it's amazing. The smell is probably the hardest thing. But what I find is like yesterday, fertilize watering can about 10 to 1. I kind of just eyeball it, eyeball it, and I just spray it everywhere, or water it everywhere. And at first, when I came in here, it's like, whoa, that ammonia smells strong. And what's interesting is oftentimes people get grossed out by like the smell of aged urine, but when you realize you're just smelling ammonia, even though it's a strong smell, you're in for a surprise. Because even though it's a strong smell, it's a smell that when you realize, I'm smelling ammonia, it's like, okay, that's what I'm smelling. So it doesn't, all of a sudden it's not like it's bad, it's just a strong smell that's kind of like, whoa. So when I came in here at first, it was strong, but it aired out after a couple hours, totally fine. A lot of people do say to not use it as a foliar spray, meaning don't get it on the leaves, try to water on the plant. Personally, I have a watering can, so I just water everything, and so far it's been fine. I haven't had any issues. Everything in here looks incredibly healthy, and that's mostly what I've been using. So if you're someone who's interested in fertilizer and you're struggling, maybe you don't have compost or you're tired of buying stuff, realize that yes, there are things we have to go out there and buy, but what are the things that we're already making, or what can we reuse and recycle to save money, and it's not just saving money, but you're also helping out with the way that the planet's going, because you're consuming less and you're reusing things more. It's the same reason I take these, when we get milk, I cut the bottoms off and I use them when I'm propagating different fruit trees and things like that. Like there's some blackberry bushes here, and I use that to create like a greenhouse effect. So I like to reuse things. I use old kombucha bottles for watering. I also use them to make more kombucha and gin and things like that. So I'm always just trying to use as much as I can. And urine is probably one of the weirdest things for people to reuse just because of the stigma, but I'm telling you, it's amazing. So I could go on and on about urine, and you're in for a surprise if you find that you're in a place where you're inspired to you're you're inspired to urine your urine. Anyhow, trying to go deep with that. But point is, if you're inspired to use urine, give it a try, age it. The last thing I'll say is this has been aging for 3 months. Some people recommend 6 months. Other people say, a shorter period of time. So kind of feel into what makes sense, do some research, and give it a try. See how it goes. Start small, add a little bit at a time. See if your plants respond well, and if they do, keep bringing it on. I've been watering with urine for a few years now, and I've had tremendous success. So talk soon.